Hello, you are welcome into this on. What I have for you today is about this current updates from the government of USB, United States of Biafra, about the quitting of vigilantes. I know you might have come across that message, that information that has been like circulating now. A lot of people have gotten it, and there are some confusion that I would like to make some clarification over, because you know that the problem of our people is not that they did not know, but because they did not understand. Because someone might say, does it mean that we are not against even our own protection? Because when you say here has been banned, it looks somehow as if to say that we don't care about our people. Should we not allow this, what is happening, to consume our people? No, it's not what it meant. Because if you don't know where you started having rain started falling on you, you will not know even where it ended. What brought about the quitting of this vigilante is not about the normal security from some city areas, like call it villages, or some areas, not main city, or you know. But what brought about this thing is that this thing started when Nnamdi Kanu established ESN. For some people that might not understand how all these things started growing to this stage, during that time they tried to stop him. The federal government of Nigeria started seeing the outcome of that is what might bring that full security they don't want in our own land. They don't want it. Because of it, they now contacted the Eastern security governors and leaders to see that they fight against that security, so that it will not linger or do the work that it has been established for. Remember, the meaning is Eastern Security Network, ESN, Eastern Security Network. Even though that now it is no longer in function. Now the government, the Biafra government, have had their own military, which comprises of BLA, Biafra Liberation Army, Navy, and even police. They now have it at their different decentralized area. Those their states where they are now working, and it's not as it was before, where they have only maybe it's like a 4 region where it's operational. But now all those states, that the 40 states, are having their own, and they are working on them. They are planning to see how they will make their place to be in order. But the challenges we are passing now is what is coming from the governors that are still occupying a foreign country. Because now that we have declared we are not a new country, we are no longer with them, but yeah, they don't want to understand it. That's why all this while that we have been shouting, leave this land, is no longer with you, we are now on our own. All those people that are maybe in a military, any security side, all these things should leave. This is a kind of giving them notification, not for just for peace sake, because we wouldn't like this thing to enter into war or something. But if you do your best and fulfill all righteousness, then if you are putting action, people will not say that you didn't notify them, or they weren't aware. So coming to that of that security, instead of permitting what will help us, they fought against it. Now when they dismantle and buy some from that ESN and all, what even those that they converted to the bag and all the rest of them that they open just to fight what we have now, they can have made to protect his people, they now messed it up. Thank God for the Simon that came in to take some that agreed to follow him, seeing the good work he's doing, to do some things. But you know, after all that he have been doing to see that things normalize, later on when the Finland now call him for questioning, that we later now realize that it was a kind of arrest in a way. Meanwhile, they thought all this thing will stop, as nobody will care for the military again. But they did not know that God have already planned everything before now. Then came the woman that is the leader as of now, in the person of Dr. Ngozi Orobeze. So when she now organize everything and make this to be decentralized, this recent happening everywhere. You are hearing of problem killings from one place to the other in the whole nation. Everybody is complaining instead of now for the armies, because already there are armies, the military from Nigerian side, they are being hired almost every day. Now, in order to curtail the problem and to help the masses, they now say go and establish the forest guard, all these things, vigilantes, and still the same method that they use this time around, because they are wearing how this our decentralizing of the military might be effective, or they will affect them. They now say that we should now go and ask all the villages, everybody to now start having their own vigilantes. The same thing that they did with Ibaga and others that didn't work as well, even though that they died a lot of people. But this time around, since they have seen that this decentralizing can cause more harm to them than what they planned, they now say, okay, village, everybody should go and have their own vigilantes. And what are they having in mind? Go in the bushes. Since they have been saying go in the bushes, how many of these terrorists or the herdsmen that have been buying our people, raping them, harvesting their organ, how many of them have you ever heard that they caught or they take to court or they sentenced to death? You have heard of a man that went to farm to do his work, and these people came to delete him, only for this man, in order in defending himself, happened to buy the herdsmen. What was the penalty of this man? He was sentenced to death because of it by them. So there are some in this, at this point you will understand that it's not about who asked you to go and do vigilante, but they will tell you with a kind of caution on how you will deal with your people instead of their own people, because these herdsmen and all these terrorists is the war we are. Kind of the problem we have in our land up to today. When you will go after them, they will come after you. You have heard in some areas where even the securities, they come to take their gun because they were attacking those people. Then by knowing all these things, do you think that when they say go and have your security people to go and look after forest, it's not about going to the forest, it's about looking for those that this government have made, because you know that they know is in the bush that they are staying to do their own without looking for trouble. Whom they are looking is those that are buying our own, that they are destroying our land. So meanwhile, the people that they are forming to go and look out for them is so that those things they are doing, they will continue to do it. If you don't get it, you will think that maybe, does it mean that these people doesn't want us to live or doesn't want us to protect us? If there is any village that is doing the needful, no problem. But this time around, what has been said is that you have to go and register with this USB government so that you will be known to be on our own side, not the one that they will say they are vigilantes. Only for them to be going to people who are known to be maybe they call them something, they call IPOB or something, they know as doing whatever that concern Bíafra. They will start to fight those people. These are not security for us, because when we are looking for, you'll be praising Burkina Faso, you'll be, now that we want to have our own, to rebuild our land, that all these years that this thing that this marriage is not working with these people, is not a must. If it is not, you can separate and have your peace of mind and have your peace and enjoy your life in a separate way without any problem. But the worst is that you don't want us to stay together, and you don't want us to go. You don't want us to go. You don't want us to stay together. It won't work. This is a wickedness in disguise. So, having known this thing, what I am saying in effect is that when you hear about this, don't take it to be that, does it not mean that these people want us to be porous so that those people will come and delete us? No. If you have vigilante, maybe village ones and all these things, it's not a problem. It's even good. We are in support of all those things. But the only thing that we want to identify, the government wants to identify, is those people that are working really for their people, not the one that when you do, they will come after you and say, why did you go and buy people that are you don't know that they have been warned never to touch them. But if it is your people that touch them, you yourself, you will fight your people. That is the injustice. And when you hear them, people saying they are working for their masters, their paymasters, because when they tell you that if you don't do what we ask you to do, we will remove your post, maybe governor or maybe senator or all these things. If you are not doing what we ask you to do, we will remove it. They are the people that are working for those that are buying our people. And in order to stop this thing, these governments have come to stay, and they are working very hard to see that these women that is going in the land will stop. Meanwhile, once you know that you are doing the needful or you are doing it right, that your homeland is not fighting your own people or pointing hands on people that are saying that they want to be free. Just like what our leader now, they can, because some people are complicating it. When you say that you are asking them to release, or you are fighting to see that he is released, yet you are not supporting the movement of this. It is still the same thing, because when some people will tell you that the Bíafra that Simon have gotten is not the same with Nnamdi, or what this woman is doing. Some doesn't believe in Ngozi Orebeze, Dr. Ngozi Orebeze. They believed in Simon and Nnamdi, but they don't believe. Why some doesn't believe even in Simon, they believe in Nnamdi. All this thing is confusion. This government is not different, it's only but one. And they started from Nnamdi Kanu, extended to Simon, now to Ngozi Orebeze. So if anybody should tell you otherwise, just know that that person doesn't want your safety or your protection. That person is not in support of your well-being. Let me take it like that way. It doesn't matter who is in charge. Even if this woman is no longer there, another person will take over. If anybody think that this movement will die, it's a lie. And if anything should, God forbid, you see another person take over. So don't allow anybody to confuse you or to make you to think that, oh, it is over. It is not over yet. And even now is when we are even reaching to the extreme of it, because this decentralizing of this military is the best thing that has happened to this. It will make the work to be so easy and smooth. People that are having issues in the land will be notified. They will be known, and when it will be tackled, you will not say you are not known, because the information has been circulating so that everybody will know about it. So that when it will start, you will not say that you have not heard it. It is circulating now. If you are among the vigilantes or a Wago or don't catch all these things, you have been known to be a terrorist in the land of a Bíafra. Once you are Igbo person or a Biafran person, if you are among this group, just know yourself that you are part of the people that is against our land. And there is no two ways about it. We have seen how everything is going. All that they tagged to Simon Eba and even Nnamdi Kanu, they are no longer there, or even the military are not there to do anything now. Then who are those people that are buying our people? That's the question you ask yourself. If all this insecurity that is happening now, that they are not taking any good care of it, whatever that anybody is doing, well, no matter how you have, maybe you are building hospital that you don't want your people to be going out again, if you don't secure those lives first, there is nothing that you are doing that has any sense in it. What are you building that your people's life are in danger? People are coming all over everywhere into the Nigeria without their border is just open for all the terrorists to come in. And when the war was started, is it that hospital that you are building? Is it that houses that you are building? Is it that plazas for business that you are building? Not only that, we are seeing how most of our people have been affected in one way or the other. The other day it was children that doesn't even learn anything in school. White people, they failed all of them because they are Igbo. Not only that, Omogo people, they closed their shop. Not only that, in Lagos, most of places they burnt billions of worth of amount, dollars or even in naira. There is a lot of businesses have been damaged. Who can't one or two or three? They are numerous. So, and because of it, this government have come to stay, and they have said it again and again. Warn your people. if they are not following this woman, don't take everything that you see in social media, because the worst part of what is happening to our people, they are taking message anywhere. A lot of lies are going on in social media now, which if you are not following the right this in platform, you will be misinformed, and maybe you will follow whatever you see and be making a hell of mistake. You have heard it now. This woman is in charge. If you are following her handle, you will know. We have a information minister. If there isn't anything that comes out, you know. Even in X, they are always there to enlighten people, to teach and educate those who doesn't know. Also, we have different platforms that individual as well, just like myself, is coming to put out things so that those that doesn't know will know. Don't say that you weren't aware or you were not told. I am letting you know this thing now. It's not that we are against our people's life or protection, but we want it to be in a better hand, in a safer hand. And even as a nation, we will not be a nation and you're allowing another nation to be controlling the life of your people, or which they are not even doing it. They are only it's an indirect way to delete us, so that by the time we will understand what is happening, they will not finish our people and will not have anybody to defend us again. If we know this in on time and take some correction and make amendments, we will not have ourselves to be blamed in time to come. That's why we are making it clearer so that people will understand. If you are among them, please ask your leader or even the local, that is in Igwe, and all people who might be in charge in that your place, is have this thing been registered under these people? If it is not, then you are part of people that the government have tagged to be the terrorists in the land. Know this and know peace. And I know by knowing this, it will help others, help and circulate this message so that people will be aware of the update and the present condition of our people. That you will not take it to be a kind of against your people, but is a help, not only help, that's the safety of your people, not against us. Thank you for listening. Till I come your way next time. Bye.